So yesterday I was checking out Kai Cenat's stream. You know, I like to watch Kai Cenat when I have some free time. And so he was reacting to a Duke Dennis video where I guess his Hellcat of $200,000 got stolen. And what's crazy is, you know, just a regular video, you know, I'm sitting back chilling, checking out the stream. He's reacting, doing whatever. But I guess Duke makes note in the video that if it wasn't for a specific person to go ahead and film inside of his parking garage at his place and in front of his car, that a lot of things in his life right now wouldn't be transpiring. Like, people wouldn't be finding him where he lives and doing all this and that.
No cap, ever since that nigga made that video sleeping under my car, ever since he made them videos, nigga, I done had somebody try to steal my Jeep.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know why people go the length in order to get some clicks and views, dog. Even if it wasn't the motive, you dead ass showed up. So it's enough for people to realistically complain about. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna check this guy out who was bold enough to show up to Duke's house and I guess film an inspirational video in the parking garage. And I'm not gonna lie, it's low-key necessary to talk about because, bro, there is no shot that people think the shortcut of you quite literally showing up to someone's, like, that's a personal break. Like, what do you, huh? I don't know. I will never understand you showing up somewhere where they don't know you from a can of paint. Like, if someone does not know of my existence, what am I doing on their property? Even if it's for a YouTube video, it's just weird a little bit. So I guess this guy's name is It's Birdo, and I'm not sure what prompted him to physically show up just to get his message across, but it evidently butchered his entire opportunity. And it's like, I feel bad about that. Like, you just butchering your own opportunity, but I don't feel bad about you being weird and just showing up to shit like no one asked.
I'm literally at Duke Dennis's car. Like, I know where he lives.
Look, you see the stripes? So look, hold, right? Keep it in the bed, hold.
And Duke might even get mad at this. Hey, I'm big chilling right now. Why would I sleep here? Just to soak it all in, just to know, like, damn, one day I could be doing this. This is.
See, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, it's it's a lot of people out here who tend to have the right message, wrong execution. The fact that you dead ass, just no effort behind it whatsoever. You quite literally committed to showing up, like you actually showed up, dude. I'm probably just not gonna pay attention to 90% of the things you say, because the fact that you physically are here explains more than what needs to be said. Like, come on, bro.
My life in comics would be extremely different than what it is now. In a comic book or movie, the author is in control of the entire script. They decide the outcome.
Is this a draw my life? Like, I'm gonna check this out, but is this a draw my life? I'm confused on what the entire motive was to show up to Duke Dennis' house for, like, you filmed a whole vlog, dude.
And whether or not the movie ends happily ever after. Or tragically ever after. But unfortunately, this is real life.
I'm a Hispanic American that comes from an immigrant family trying to make it out. But let me tell you, us Hispanics, we be in the trenches, but we come from that motherfucking field. You say that where we either on your rooftop or we out there digging motherfucking holes, you heard me? Literally, whatever there is, we'll do it. And that's what I love about us, man, because we know nothing in this world is given, nothing in this world is free, and we make absolutely no excuses. You can do whatever it is you want in this world. I'm far from where I want to be, but I know where I'm meant to be.
Okay, but here's the thing. I love when people say that, like, oh, you can do whatever you want in this world, because you quite literally can, but in the same exact breath, there are specific limitations that hold us humans accountable to where we can all live in somewhat harmony. Going out on a limb and saying you could do whatever the hell you want and then you show up to someone's house who you don't know at all, although you've ingested media from them online, is not the best route. It's just, I don't know. It's it's scary because it's like, he seemed cool, but damn, you lose me when it's like, do he just show up to birthday parties and didn't nobody invite? Like, that's the vibe. I don't want to be mean, but like, damn.
Although life is a movie and we are the authors of our own life, the dangerous realities everyone must face. The reality I'm currently living through, which is letting the kid inside of you die. Fast forward 4 years later, I'm in the same position I was 4 years ago. Stuck, lost, and in need of a job. However, I do have 1 million followers on TikTok, have 33,000 subscribers on YouTube, and have gone viral 1 trillion times. That's amazing, right? You must be rich, right? Unfortunately, this is real life.
1.1 million followers, it don't seem like you're doing half bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's more followers than I technically got on there. What does this have to do with you showing up to Duke? Shit, like to Duke in them house? He writing a whole draw my life out. I'm finna skip.
We got 0 through 21 right here. This right here is an amazing phase. No real worries in life, man. That's where you can be a real dreamer. You're not fazed by anything. You think you're never gonna get old until you reach 21 plus, and that is when life smacks you in the face.
Not necessarily. I was getting slapped a few times. I ain't gonna hold you. 18 did me in a lot. 18 did my ass dirty. 19, 20, 21, 22, low-key was, I don't know, like that's a large gap between the age of 20 and then 21. That is a large gap. Yeah, you evidently still are learning a lot of life, but not to the extent y'all trying to, he separating the shit out of this. This is not that far, this is 365 days.
From 0 to 21, that's your dreamer phase. That's where you can dream as big as possible and the whole world is yours to conquer. That age, this age right here, is where everybody in the world can become a YouTube star. Woo, hooray, you're gonna make it. Up until you reach this age and you're not this. Then your dreams slowly begin to fade as you make your way across the
I feel like he's only talking about himself though. Not every human on planet Earth needs to be a content creator. There's ways to involve content creation in your day-to-day to showcase your actual job. But in terms of just dropping everything else on the face of the planet to assume you are constantly gonna be the center of attention on YouTube is a crazy risk. Bro, there's such a logical way to go about it to where you have to just sit there and learn, bro. And again, stuff like this, it's gonna suck because I'm sure he's gonna say a lot of somewhat correct things on the surface, but a lot of it's gonna be ignored because, bro, you showed up to Duke House. Like, the second you showed up to Duke House, it don't matter what you spew. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Timeline. The older you get, the less time you have to dream and play around. Things must be done. You have to take initiative and focus on your future. The child inside of you slowly starts to die. Thoughts like, I'm a grown-ass man. I need to start saving up for a house, wife, kids, have a retirement plan. Start to infiltrate your mind. And once you get to this point in life, you're done. You're over with. Pack it up and let it go.
That's what's sad about this society. Y'all will be the first, bro. I don't know what it is with dudes and everybody sitting up here, bro. You grown. Yeah, no shit. This is the circle of life. We're gonna reach ages 19, 20, 21, 22. The world's not gonna stop spinning. So you evidently have to just sit with yourself and figure out what you feel you can see yourself doing. It's not like, this isn't a race, bro. Life is not a race. And it is so unfortunate that people feel that deeply uncomfortable about the fact that time's gonna keep going. Just take your time, bro. Y'all be tripping, bro. Like,
what I want anybody watching to take from this is fight for your inner child to live just one more day. Because like Phantom said,
I said, what I look like giving up today when tomorrow might be the day I win.
you like somebody grandma a little bit right here.
So what's the point of this video and why am I doing all this? Well, with GTA 6 dropping in a few months, if you don't have a fan base going into that game, you're slick cooked.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Away from me. But on the way there, I need to get a few things in order for this heist to go through. That includes a battery pack so my phone doesn't die over the...
Bro, this is not GTA 6. Y'all did wait till the game come out. What you mean a heist? No, you was ignorant and went up in his parking garage and set your ass on that cold concrete, that dry ass concrete, and made a clip.
24 hours and a Starbucks coffee. So why do I need a Starbucks coffee, you may be asking?
Good, how are you? Right over?
Bro, no word. My angel, man, what up? Starbucks has the most complex drinks, bro. Say it again.
A mocha cookie crumble frappuccino.
English, please, and a little bit slower.
That sound like it's 1,500 calories. Don't drink that shit. Starbucks put too much sugar in the drinks. I'd be uncomfortable a little bit.
Anything else?
Nah, outside of your number, no. Can't get your number, my age. You know you been my crush since elementary school now.
Anyway.
Damn, I just got rejected. Can you believe that?
Oh my gosh, he look, you remind me of somebody I know IRL, bruh. Bro. Nah, I got a homie, bro, who just be oh, like what do you No, I got a homie who will immediately spin this, bro. He be trying to talk to girls, talking about some, hey, but where my hug at? Where my love? Come on, you know we go back, girl. Like, don't he? I don't know why y'all do that, bro. It's just so weird.
Where Duke Dennis lives, it is very, very secure. I'm gonna try to do it the quote-unquote right way. I'm gonna go through the front office. I got this script.
There's not a right way at all to do. I'm sick.
Say this line I came up with that I think will work. You guys are gonna see what that line is when I get there, and let's just pray and hope everything goes through and I'm able to make it in the garage.
I made up a story so the woman could let me in the garage, and luckily, she went for it.
Wait, so you mean to tell me that the Starbucks was supposed to be a fluke? Like a disguise in order to make you seem more of a sane, normal, blended-in citizen so that the security at his complex wouldn't think twice about you randomly being a fan of... Hey, like, you see what I'm talking about? There's so much enthusiasm coming from this guy, right? And again, granted, he seems like he's funny. He seems on the surface. Like if you're around him, he just bubbly and all over the place and funny or whatever. But you lose that touch the second you pull up.
So if AMP is watching this, what do I think? What from a fan's perspective, what do we think about AMP? Let's start with Agent. Agent's very intelligent, bro, hardworking. Like I take motivation from Agent too, bro. That motherfucker.
Hold on. So you went through all of this to sit in front of his real life car, invade his real life privacy, to sit up here and just talk about how much from a fan's perspective you appreciate them as content creators. I would consider myself a supporter of them too. They're one of the biggest groups on the internet. It makes sense, right? You could have said every single thing under the face of the sun in this video at your house. The second you literally put yourself in the position to position yourself at his actual address, in his actual parking garage, in front of his actual car, when you do not know him, wasn't invited by him, don't have any access towards him, is where you lose it. Any rational person can't then go off and pick apart the inspirational things that do logically make sense when you in front of his shit.
Duke is goated. He's from my city. I take inspiration from Duke because niggas ain't supposed to make it out the city for real, and he did. You know, we don't see shit like this. We don't see niggas riding around in Lambos and stuff like that. All of that shit was earned though. Like he got that shit from the mud, bro. So, you know, if it's one of those things where you see somebody from your city do it, you know, that gives you the confidence and it gives you the belief like you can do it too. You can be there.
So you couldn't have the confidence and the will and the strength and the power to do this shit at your house? You should not be here. Why are you here? It forces people to look at you differently and to really ask what the intent was, because this is the internet. When you choose to publicly put yourself out there, you also run the risk of having public perception be at it. Like, bro, again, had I been in his position and I had this level of optimism towards like AMP and a lot of these big time streamers, there are so many ways to almost parallel yourself or to align yourself within that community without being blatantly weird and disrespectful on the rise, right? Again, this is why I keep pausing this bitch and saying, hey, had he just been at his house saying these exact same things, it probably would have been different. He probably would have still had further opportunity. He probably wouldn't have lost the whole streamer university opportunity. Kai said, you can't go no more, bro. He literally said, you just shouldn't sign up because this is the light that you have on yourself. Again, the reason I find it so necessary to talk about is because I genuinely feel like some people will look at this and think like nothing's wrong. Nah, bro, I'm trying to grind like Duke and them too. I'm trying to make it to the top just like them, bro. Nah, you really inspiring me, bro. You could have been inspired again at your house.
To be able to live off of social media and do this for a living, bro, like that's genuinely a dream. Not only a dream, but like it's also a way to provide for your family, a way to inspire millions of others like all of AMP has, you know. AMP, any means possible, bro. You gotta get this shit by any means. And yes, I may look lame sitting here at Duke Dennis's car. Do I look lame? Hell yeah, I look lame. Let's be real.
No, you don't look lame. You look out of control. Like, I'm scared. Why did you pull up to his house? I think that's what, like, the people who literally are taking this as face, like, they're trying to conceptualize why he chose to do this. This isn't something that I'm gonna look at and tease like, no, he lame as hell. He pulled up to his house. No, you're weird. Like that makes me question your ethics and way of going about decision making, because how do you have a good, thoughtful intention in terms of being inspired to go chase your dreams, right? But cross all boundaries and just immediately thrust yourself into a stranger's property to sit in front of their car. Like, there's so many things wrong with this. Like, oh man.
Kai, greatest streamer ever, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Kai's work ethic is unmatched, bro. Kai's work ethic is what everybody should be trying to replicate. Kai deserves everything and everything he's gotten, bro. Like, without a shadow of a doubt. Kai, if you're watching this, bro, check your DM. Like, I DM'd you a few years ago, bro.
So why you can be inspired by Kai at the damn house? Is this what people be like when y'all be saying, oh, that's glazing, that's glazing? Is this a prime example of what I could like throw that in? Yeah, he lost me. I'm kind of just toned out. Like, I can't personally be upset when this video shuts off. It's not my vehicle. It sucks that this is a thing that dude got to deal with. All this for this? Just to sit in front of the car, like, and to have them look at you different?
You've made millions of people be able to dream through what you've done. And I'm one of those people. I'm able to dream and know I can do it because what Kai Cenat does, bro, like, he's a dead ass inspiration, bro. His work ethic unmatched, bro. He deserves everything he's got. Phantom, bro, out of all of AMP, Phantom is the one I really want to meet, bro, because he's Hispanic, bro. He gets me. I get him. We had the same name. He's Roberto. I don't know how he came up with Phantom. My name's Roberto too, you know what I'm saying? But I go by, it's Berto. Brr. So
was this just a video to essentially just, again, further put yourself out there and let all of AMP know of your existence and your grind and hustle towards becoming one of them. Like, I just don't understand what was so difficult about him. Shit, even if he was sprawled out on the sidewalk in front of his house and had a green screen and threw Duke car in the back, I probably wouldn't. I don't think anyone technically would be upset. It would have been more surface level. It would have been funny. Now we not laughing because you actually in front of his shit. Like, I personally, I live in an apartment. Let somebody who watch my videos just randomly get access in here, and I see a YouTube video of them in front of my car like, yeah, I've been watching Jason for a minute. That's what I be talking about. If I put it in that context, does that further give you guys insight on why this is inherently bad? Okay, I'm just making sure y'all on the same page. This is my channel.
Davis is very talented. I wish he could really take the, you know, artist career seriously, bro. He could really make a way with that shit, and his whole life would change, bro. Imagine being an artist. Like, I would like to be an artist, but I for damn sure can't rap, you know? But if he did that shit, bro, that shit would go nuts. That shit would go crazy. That shit would take his career to a whole nother level, you know? And Chris, I really don't know too much about Chris. But what I do like about Chris is, like, man, that nigga ain't fazed by none of these numbers. He don't care about none of these cloud, this fame shit. He don't be on everybody ass trying to be in their videos, trying to do clickbait shit and trying to clip for him. Nah, he's genuinely him. And he's gonna be that way to the day he dies, bro. He don't care about this internet shit. I'm sure he's good. I'm sure he's making money, like, and that's all he needs, bro. He don't need none of this class shit.
This, I'm not gonna lie, some of these guys, it's crazy how can I explain this? It's interesting to see what certain people deem personal information that they're not willing to share and what people deem information that they're willing to share. These are conversations that, again, it's nothing bad about him inherently expressing this outwardly, but these are conversations I feel like content creators kind of have on their own accord, or if they're kind of trying to figure themselves out personally, or even if they share with their audience on a personal level how they feel about certain things when it comes to this job, this career path, this industry. Bro, like, I don't get people, bro. How you inspired, but then pulled up to his crib and thought nobody was gonna be bothered whatsoever by it.
For somebody on the come up like myself that has had a lot of success and just couldn't capitalize on the success because of lack of knowledge, bro, I'm literally dying to just learn more about the game, learn more about content creation, learn.
Go to Google. You couldn't look this up on Google and furthered your perception of this job and what it entails and how you can go out of your way as a developing content creator to find niches and corners that specifically work for you. This entire video, again, did not have to be done in order to get that across, whether you just wanted to speak outwardly towards yourself or to express this type of information to your audience. You didn't have to do this in front of Duke's car. You just, oh my goodness. It's like, I sound like a broken record, but like, bro, there's no way. If the pinnacle of the dream was to sit in front of Duke's car and he don't know you, was it really that worth it? Like, you know what I mean? There has to be more to this. Again, the idea is right. Everything he's saying can somewhat be held true. There's a lot of people who feel this exact way as content creators specifically, but let somebody show up to my shit. Let somebody come through the gate downstairs and just walk up here and film content in front of my car. Like, I would have been scared, startled. I would have snitched. I damn near would have just told on you. Like, come on.
I know for a fact I can make away with this shit. I know for a fact I can do this shit, and I know for a fact I will, no matter how long it takes, bro. On everything I love, I will never give up, bro.
I feel that way too about this job. I ain't gonna hold you. I feel exactly how he just felt in that last sentence. But I'm not gonna show up to Kai crib, Duke crib, Phantom crib, Agent crib. I ain't showing up to nobody crib in order to get that point across or to reach that goal. It's pointless. I don't know them. Now it's crazy because I'm gonna make this an assumption, mind you. I obviously don't know. If you were to ask It's Berto, hey, how would you feel if you were a big content creator and someone breached your crib, your privacy, went up to your floor at your complex, made a YouTube video in front of your car and put it up on the internet? How would you feel if somebody did that? Considering his mindset as well as his execution, he probably might be the one to say, I don't know, I probably wouldn't have a problem with it. The logic's a bit twisted because it still doesn't aid this to be appropriate for him to physically show up to his house. I'm never gonna stop saying that. I don't care if y'all annoyed, just click off, duh. How you gonna complain because I keep saying the same shit? Because some of y'all actually have to understand this. You don't show up to strangers' houses who you don't know. It does not matter how much media of them you've ingested over the internet. You do not know them from nothing. So stay home and make videos about them. Join things that they publicly offer to possibly get a closer connection with them. You don't just barge into their house. It's like, there's no way I gotta say this.
You know, because in any career you choose, guys, there's something called job.
What did they say? If Duke was watching, hold on. If Duke was watching, what's something you would want / ask from him? And then now this section directly towards Duke. Yeah, I'd still feel odd.
You know, because in any career you choose, guys, there's something called job shadowing. If you go to college, you know, you're going to college for a degree, and you know, while getting that degree, you can job shadow people in your lane, in your career, and all of that. But in YouTube, there's no such thing as job shadowing. I can't goddamn contact a YouTuber and be like, yo, can I job shadow you for that? It don't work that way, you know. But with this video, you know, maybe I could be the first person ever to actually job shadow a YouTuber. Not only a YouTuber, I'm job shadowing Duke Dennis, gang.
Duke don't know you job shadowing him though. Technically, like, you came here with just no plan, just showed up, made 3 videos. Duke, I could see if Duke talked to you and said, yeah, bro, pull up top floor whenever you need it. Car sitting there, just sit down, do what you do. I could see if that was literally something he allowed you to do. You've never had a connection with him, meaning this is a very odd approach to publicly do and to put on the internet, to then have your sentiment being, this is very inspirational. Where I'm from, we've never seen real life things like this, but you barged in there to get said footage. Come on, bro.
Y'all do me a favor, get this video to Duke Dennis. But yeah, I want to spend a day with Duke Dennis, bro. Word, like, that shit would be nutty.
So he actually wants him to see this. He sat down here and said, yeah. He probably thought Duke was gonna be like, no, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is my impression of Duke. I was gonna get mad, but hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Bro, if I'm really being honest, bro, I fuck with a nigga, bro. I fuck with him. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never saw nobody do that. You keep working hard, man. I ain't gonna lie, don't come to my crib no more. I don't know if that's the reaction he assumed Duke was gonna give them or give to him, but this is a very, very real thing that scares people, bro. I'm sure Duke was spooked the fuck out. What do you mean you just showed up to do this? So even though his intention verbally was off the stint of him just simply wanted to be an upcoming content creator, that's fine. There are so many people who want this opportunity. Even this opportunity I worked towards, this was not easy to come by. This took literally a decade of my time to build. But in the same breath, I know, and my mother personally taught me, that you can't disrespect people's boundaries and assume you're gonna get something that you personally want out of that, when especially you don't know these people. Duke is a stranger to you. How are you so ambitious yet lack the social and situational awareness to know not to disrespect someone who you technically don't know?
I ain't gonna lie, imagine Duke Dennis comes right now, he walks down the elevator, he's like, hey man, what the fuck is you doing in my car? I'm like, hey bro, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to be your bodyguard for the day. Duke.
Oh brother, this guy stinks!
Again, he didn't really think this through. He unfortunately did not think shit about this through. The camera's not on. He not streaming. If you actually were to get caught, he probably would have stole off your ass. I would be surprised somebody just tried to deck you. Again, they don't know you. Yeah, so you really ran that risk. It's Berto, because I think he was doing the bird sound in the... This video gonna be long, bro.
I'm literally under a millionaire's car. Can y'all believe that right now? That shit sounds so lame to say, bro. I'm under a millionaire's car, like that's some type of achievement. What, I'm supposed to be happy I'm under a millionaire's car, dude? I'm trying to be the next millionaire. I'm trying to get this money. It's cool.
You happy, and it's fine to be happy, but in the same breath, you are clouding your own judgment so much in order to get what you feel you desperately desire. I ain't gonna lie, I'm frustrated. I low-key forgot what I was gonna say, but all I was gonna say was like, he do look lame. Now he do.
You know, if you don't believe in yourself, who will? I genuinely feel like I'll be the next millionaire. I'll be one of the next biggest YouTubers, one of the next biggest streamers, bro. I know for a fact I got all the intangibles and more, bro. Like, I'm with this shit. I do this shit. It's all in my favor, bro.
I'm gonna stop it again. One thing that I've noticed that, and this is very, 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 very much true, it's kind of bittersweet, is when I hear a lot of up-and-coming creators just immediately say off rip, like, yeah, I'm gonna be the biggest, I'm gonna have the most subscriber, I'm gonna make the most, like, it's good to dream big. Please don't twist my words when I say this. It is so beautiful to dream big and to have such a big level of optimism to see the world's lens through. I really hope this doesn't fall on deaf ears, but I guess I was just trying to say it sucks to hear people dream that big. And then again, he kind of shot himself in the foot with this. You say all that, dude, but look where you are and what you're doing. I don't think people can take what you say into literal consideration if you're doing two different things in the same breath. Again, you're speaking positive, inspiring things, but in the same breath, again, you are breaching someone's privacy and kind of making a fool of yourself to pose in front of a content creator's car for likes and views, because why else would you have been doing it? I know in my noodle, I know, like.
We got the internet to our side. There's no excuses, man. If you're in 2025 and you still scared to post, man, what are you doing? What are you doing? People are making a living off this. Why can't you be the next one? You know what I'm saying? And you should want to be the next one, because this is the life everybody wants to live. This is the life you can live if you go out there, chase it, and you truly grind and you truly have a passion for it, bro. I've been doing this shit for 5 years. Nope, I've had results, but I haven't had like paper results wise, you know, but I do it because I love it. You gotta do what you love, man. I love this shit. I will die about this shit. Word. I won't die for virality, but I would die doing what I love. Like,
huh? Wait, whoa, it's the same shit. You clearly down about the opportunity now. Again, if Duke came out there, you're toast. If Duke ass just appeared out of thin the fuck air, you're toast. Number one. Number two, yes, this literally was for virality. You assumed by posing in front of his car, this was gonna get clicks and views. Yes, there's no other way to look at this. Unless there was a different motive, I will please wait for his answer, specifically from him. Outside of that, no, this was entirely the point. Because why else? I'm not gonna show up to someone's house who I don't know and pose in front of their car if the thought wasn't, dang, everybody in his community know his whip. If I pose in front of the whip, it's gonna equal views. It's the part of the game, bro, I know. You kind of contradicted yourself there a bit, pal.
if I were to give up on YouTube, how could I tell my kids, chase your dreams, do what you're passionate about? You know, dreams can come true if you work hard at it. What type of father would I be if I'm trying to preach that to my kids knowing I gave up on one of my biggest dreams? That don't even make sense, right? I couldn't even be a father to my kids if I gave up on my dreams, because you just can't. I'd be selling them lies, selling them things I couldn't even believe.
Why not then just be realistic with your children? Meaning, like, there were some things I'm sure my parents wanted to kind of go after when they were younger and was around my age, but as they raised me, they gave me the window to understand, like, hey, there's some things that I might not have been able to get to, but I will give you the opportunity and teach you the ways in which you can somewhat land these same opportunities, if not better opportunities than what I had. So I don't think just life's completely over because you're not the biggest next YouTuber. I don't know why people just think like that, bro. There are so many things more to life versus this job, this opportunity, this career path, that if this, like, being a big YouTuber is something that you desire to be and it isn't quite like shaping up the way you envisioned, you're still fine. You would just have to sit down and restructure how you feel you want to go about it. It doesn't mean it's the end of the world, but again, that doesn't take away from the fact that you showed up to do shit. So it don't even matter if that's how you feel. It's funny how I'm still willing to sit here, watch this long ass video and help out in terms of just really psychologically understanding why this is still wrong. Yet he's saying things that could be deemed right. So it's bleeding the worlds because people will still see this whole thing and think everything about it is okay. Don't show up to my shit.
You know, this isn't just to fulfill my own pleasures and my own dream. No, like, what's your why behind your dream? Why are you chasing the dream you're chasing? You know, you got to think about the why. What's the reason you want to
I think I'm done, I ain't gonna lie. It's getting weird because it's like, how are you saying all of this and then you literally propped your ass in front of his car? To anyone who you thought you were gonna inspire with this message, no one's gonna listen to you. You've disregarded everything and showed up to it. It's like he is still forgetting the fact that he is here and does not find being here wrong. He don't care. He has not once truly understood the fact that, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm insane for showing up here. If I post this, there's no self-awareness, bro. You really didn't think that this was gonna inconvenience Duke at all or his community. Like, you know what I mean? It's like he didn't really think this through, bro.
become what you want to become. For me, I come from a Hispanic family, bro. We work hard, my nigga. Like, I work construction, I work on the roof, I do anything possible to make money. I do what we know. As Hispanics, we have to go through those things. We have to. Both of my parents are immigrants, bro, and they taught me you can do anything you want to do in this world. You just got to go out there, work hard, and go do it, bro. Like, they gave me a life I could have never even dreamed of. Yes, I could be living a way better life if I was fucking Donald Trump's son. I just think it's not fair for them to have to struggle and go through everything they did to give me the life I deserve, and I won't do the same back. I won't reciprocate the same energy for them, you know? Like, I'm out here trying to do this shit for them. Like, that's my why, my family, bro. I want to make sure my whole family's straight, bro.
Again, right message, wrong execution. Horrible time to show up in front of this dude's crib, bro. That's the only thing I can say.
Of wanting a Lambo and shit like that, man, I don't give a fuck about none of that materialistic shit. Word, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas come from the mud. Niggas come from blood, sweat, tears, bro. Waking up at the ass crack of fucking night, my nigga. Like 2 in the morning going to work, getting off.
Damn, we get it. Still don't like, we get it.
My family is gonna be straight for the rest of their life, bro. I don't care about myself. I don't care about myself at all, bro. I do this shit all for them. If I cared about myself, I would have been quit, but this shit is bigger than me. I can't.
What?
If you cared about yourself, you would have quit becoming a YouTuber. So that just proves to me that YouTube isn't something that's for you. Hold on. You just contradicted yourself again. If you do not care about yourself whatsoever, and that sucks, by the way, I feel as though you should clearly care about yourself. So if you're doing all of this, like in front of Duke's car and all, for just your family and the people around you and the closest circles to you, but screw yourself, like you don't care about yourself whatsoever, why are you still, like, that was very backwards. That was a backwards way to explain it. You have to care about yourself, dude. So no, I don't believe that. I don't believe that whatsoever.
There is no other you in this world. There is no other Kai. There is no other family. There is no other none of that, bro. You are your only you. There's only one me, and that's me. Nobody can speak or motivate people the way I can because I have my own experiences in life. I can't talk for somebody else because they have their own life experience. So through everybody's life experience, everybody has a different outtake on life and is able to preach and teach people a different way because they've been through different things.
Like, this is blowing my mind, bro. He's saying that's correct. Yes, it's a very, very wise thing to understand about people and their individuality. Why the hell are you at Duke's house? That is like,
so your life experience is completely different than mine. So therefore, you have something to preach about. You have something to talk about because it's different. You are different. There is no other you. There will never be another you. You are you, and that's it. You know, you're probably sitting here like, dang, like, what can I do different? What can I, do that'll set me apart from everybody else? You don't have to do anything. You just have to be yourself. You are you. It's as simple as that. You are what's different. People can have the same name, but that don't mean they act the same. That don't mean they've lived the same life as you. That don't mean they're going to be able to say the same things as you because they can't. You're the only one that's been in your shoes. But yeah, other than that, man, y'all take care. Have a good day. And to the next video, man. Fly, bro, fly. Man, life is crazy, bro. That shit is so attainable, man. It's right there. That shit was in my face.
yeah, well, I don't know. I didn't even have to sit here and pick apart this whole thing, but I'm weird like that. I very much so just trying to understand people and why certain people decide to do what they do. And this is one of those. It threw me off. I'm like, how did you make a video at Duke's crib, but the entire video is you spewing inspirational quota to... I don't know. That was weird. That was very bizarre. And they said he made 3. I ain't gonna watch the rest of them. No, I'm done. All right, well, I guess that's it. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this was nothing extra than what it was supposed to be. It's literally a matter of me wanting to just pick this apart and understand this dude. Cause bro, if you even see this, in order to be a content creator, like you said, follow your own advice, bro. Just be you and respect people's privacy, because the second you butcher that, now the whole opportunity is fluked. You do not cross boundaries and enter anyone else's space to prove a point, whether it's tied to you trying to inspire other people or not. You do not enter other people's spaces in order to get your point across. Again, that's gonna be it though for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you are new, by any chance, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Cause I've been on here. I've been on YouTube. I've been here. That's gonna be it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.